So there's this video circling on the internet saying if you're a 35-year-old rapper, give it up. And everyone has their opinion on it, so let's check it out.
If you're 35 and you're seeing this message as a man, you're a 35-year-old rapper, it didn't work, give it up. You're a 35-year-old rapper, give it up. You don't have any money. You're not on your way to having a hit record. There isn't even a lot of money in rapping unless you're going to blow big and have money to invest in yourself, and you're going to have to go independent. You're probably having your girl pay for your studio time. Give it up. You're a 35-year-old street dude. You ain't got a brick yet. Chances are you never will. Let it go. It's okay. Go get a job. Go get a job. Be useful. Get some health insurance. Maybe you can take your kids, get some dental insurance, get your baby's teeth fixed and things of that nature. 35, 40, you want to be a podcaster. You don't have a following. You don't even talk well. You can't articulate well. You're not even great at conversation. Let it go. Let it go. You want to do every hustle, but the one that'll actually give you some results. Go get a job. It's over for you, bro.
You heard the man. Give it up. It's too late. It's over. Don't make any more music. What's the point? You're too old. I'm only kidding, but here's the deal. You have to identify what success is to you. I'm going to be brutally honest. If you are just rapping, literally just rapping at a studio on somebody's beat, putting it on streaming platforms and praying, you are most likely not going to make millions of dollars, if any. You just aren't. Big names don't even make millions of dollars today in like the era of music streaming. However, is it possible to make a teacher salary with music? Is it possible to make a call center representative salary with music? Is it possible to make side income with music? Absolutely. Notice I didn't say from rapping and releasing songs, but in the music ecosystem today, it is definitely possible and a lot of people are doing it. So here's the deal. What a lot of the older generation doesn't understand is the music industry is changing in real time. They think you need a big break from some type of cosign to make it, like a label or an A&R or somebody to lift you up. Never before ever have we had online platforms like YouTube where you can literally have hundreds of thousands of people watch you for free. This never existed in history. Do you know how hard it was to get on TV in the 90s and the early 2000s, let alone for music? Before my TikTok was banned, I had a video generate a little over 100,000 views, one video. My YouTube channel currently is as a whole at about 500,000 total views. Speaking on that, subscribe and like so we can hit 1 million. That is unheard of in the traditional music industry. It just wasn't possible without a massive backing. That's not going to make millions of dollars or even thousands of dollars for most people, but you have to think outside of the record label traditional music industry box. Rapping alone probably won't cut it, but showing people how to rap, doing freestyle videos, writing for others, maybe writing or rapping a jingle for a company, live stream yourself making a song or a song tutorial. That can. Beat breaking videos, breaking down other people's rap lyrics, that can blow up. And it does all the time. I've made thousands of dollars, thousands from songwriting and producing and recording people. I made $300 off of a video that had less than 1,000 views. I'll explain that in another video at some point. I paid off a part of my car. I was able to invest in some stock. I was able to pay a few bills. You just have to think outside the box. Now here is where I wholeheartedly agree with this video. If you are struggling to pay bills, you don't have a working car, you don't have a place to call your own, and you have no revenue coming in from rapping, then you need to acknowledge this L in life you are taking right now. There's this little thing called priorities that every human has to utilize. Do you know how many people I've recorded here in this studio, grown adults saying, Man, my car is down, but I still want to record. I lost my job, but I need to record to release some pressure. Seriously, take a look at your life and reevaluate your priorities. I actually have a music studio, and if my car is broken down, I'm not gonna be in the studio unless I'm recording someone at my $50 an hour rate, or if I'm making a beat for a client that paid a deposit. If you are struggling financially, chances are you aren't even in the mental place to make your best music anyway. So in today's age as a rapper, what most of them don't realize is you cannot play the same game the labels and the big name artists do. It takes 1 million streams a month just to make minimum wage. And what I've been emphasizing for the last half of a decade now is direct-to-consumer is far more lucrative than streaming. Look at La Russell, who happens to be over 30. Look at what Nipsey did. There's another artist named D1 who is like 40. These are older artists who benefited from direct-to-consumer. It's simple math. If 20 of your friends and family stream your music to support you, every stream is 1/4 of a penny. So you've made less than 3 cents from all those people playing your music. If those same 20 people in your life buy your album on Bandcamp or on Even for just $10, you've made $200. Now multiply that by X amount of fans and you have real income potential. And this is what frustrates me the most about rappers and artists in general, if I'm being honest. They are just guessing, hoping and praying that they will just get discovered and blow up. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. You need to tell people why it's important to actually buy your music and how it benefits the artists and the listeners alike. Most rappers are absolutely trash at marketing, and they throw a song into the infinite void that we call the internet and cross their fingers and just hope for the best. You need to look at the data. You need to understand who your fans and potential fans are. If your music is as good as you claim it is, then why would you not market it? Apple is a billion-dollar company and they still market themselves. Walmart is a billion-dollar company and they still have an email list. You are not Apple or Walmart. You are a 30-plus-year-old rapper, so why would you not do this as well? Do you know how many artists I know that don't even have a YouTube channel? Nick Cannon has his music on his YouTube channel. It's even more vital for you because you have ground to catch up on. And here's why I'm so passionate about this, full transparency. I'm 34 years old. And the irony of all of this is that I didn't start making actual money from music until 30, when I actually started treating it like a business. Granted, I do have a part-time job and I don't plan to be a super megastar, but with my brain and with my discipline, give me a teacher's salary doing music and I would do it until I die, because at the end of the day, that's what I love to do. You couldn't pay me to not do music. But I love it enough to understand and respect the business side of it. I love it enough to actually learn how to mix and master and to learn music production and how to record and invest in equipment with my time and everything. And I'm open to how the success comes. I don't have to be the face. I can be the pen. I can be the keyboard or the beat. I can be the mixing console. And the perfect example of this outside of music is there's a man named Chris Matthews, also known as Lethal Shooter. He didn't blow up in the NBA. He wasn't an NBA All-Star, Hall of Famer, and I think he went as far as the G League. However, Lethal Shooter had the skill, he had the drive, and he knew how to market himself. This led to him making videos of himself making amazing and what seems like impossible shots all online that blew up. He then used that momentum to start training NBA players and celebrities, and now he has a following of 3.9 million followers on Instagram. He has a Red Bull sponsorship, and he even got his own character on NBA 2K as a shooting coach. If his sights were only on making it in the NBA, aka getting a record deal, then that would have limited his vision and his success. Break out of that old mindset of I'm gonna release a single and maybe shoot a music video and just hope it goes viral. Solve problems for your listeners and for other rappers and artists. Use the wisdom and skill sets you've acquired from years in the workforce and apply that to your music business. Have tangible, reachable goals for yourself and seek out others who've accomplished this. Because when you are in your 30s, you don't have the luxury of time anymore. You have to be creative and you have to be intentional. So at the end of the day, you may have aged out in becoming the LeBron James of music, but maybe you can become Lethal Shooter. But that's my rant for the day. I would love to know your thoughts on this topic, so leave a comment whether you agree with him, whether you disagree, or if you're somewhere in the middle. As always, thank you guys for watching. Till next time, peace.